And action. Right, I've just done something that I thought I couldn't do, and now I've just put more weight on. As you can see, 60 kilos. Right, there's four weights. We've got a 7.5, a 15, a 5, and 2.5. 30 kilos on each side. If you don't believe me, add them up. 30 kilos on each side. I just did 10 with 55. Never attempted this before. Never attempted the 55 before. 60 kilos. I had to take my jacket off because I was a bit hot. So let's have a crack, let's see what happens. You know, it might all go spectacularly wrong, but I doubt it. "60 kilos, let's see what happens. This could be quite amusing. There's one. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, one more. Morning. See, weightlifting and comedy, you don't get that in the gym, do you? Here we go, one more. Number 10, 60 kilos. I did it. I just did it. I just did 10 bench presses with 60 kilos. And that was real. I'm going to show if you don't believe me, if you don't believe that these are real weights, they're absolutely, you know, again, 7.5. You can see that? You might be able to see it on this side with the light. 7.5. The big one's 15, as you know, because I just showed you. The big one is 15. The little one that I just added was another 2.5 on the edge. So you've got a 2.5, you've got a 5, you've got a 15, and you've got a 7.5. 30 of the Queen's kilos. And I just bench pressed them. And yeah, I'm sweating obviously because that was quite difficult, but I did it. Again, coming to you live from a windowsill in North London, I just proved by doing something that I thought I couldn't do. That's actually brilliant. That's actually brilliant. What I want you to do, if you're watching this, I want you to go and try something that you've never done, ever, but you've always thought you probably could, but always doubted yourself. Go and try it, right? Film yourself doing it, and just see if you can, because I bet you can. In fact, I believe in you, and I totally know that you can do it. Regardless of what it is, go and do it. Obviously, to grow a beard, don't film that, because that's going to take ages, but obviously if it's something like this, something like a challenge, you think, oh, I can't do that. But then, you know, whatever you think you can't do, why do you think you can't do it? What is stopping you from going, I can do it? Why don't you have that thought first by going, yeah, I can do that, yeah, I can probably do twice that amount of weight, but why is it that people, in general, immediately they doubt themselves to start off with and go, I can't do that? Of course you can. Of course you can. The only person that tells you that you can't do it is you. You know, why do you tell yourself these things? Why do people tell themselves they can't do stuff? Because there's probably so much stuff in the world that people don't get around to doing purely based on the fact that they think they can't. And how stupid is that? How stupid is that, thinking that you can't do something when in actual fact you absolutely can? And I bet you absolutely guarantee that whoever you are watching this, I want you to go and try something that you thought that you couldn't do up till now. Whatever it is, just literally go and do it immediately. Film yourself and just watch how proud you become. Just watch what happens when you've done something that you thought you couldn't do, especially for the first time, because that's just amazing. I just bench pressed a total of 115 kilos, which is really quite impressive, I think. Yeah, that is, yeah, the 55s was good, and I thought, you know what, there's more weight, there's actually more weights, there's more weights on the floor. There's another 10 kilos, so I might actually set something up later on and do a 70 and try and do that, because I know I can do it. Now that I've just done that, I know I can do it. And it's having that shift in your brain, in your mindset, go from telling yourself you can't do something to tell yourself that you can. You know, and it's all to do with your mind. You know, I wanted to say again, the Empower Network event in Anaheim that I went to. I only went to that event because Susan Beasley told me that my mindset was wrong when I said to her, I can't justify spending that amount of money to go to an event. She told me your mindset was wrong. And the very same day I bought a ticket. I bought a flight with Palio Barosio. I bought a flight and booked a hotel. Shared a hotel with a guy called Coco Garcia, who's a magician, and I absolutely love magic. I've loved magic all my life. And I've shared a hotel room with a really good, spectacularly good close-up magician. And it was great. It was absolutely amazing. And because I had that shift in my mindset, and because I just went, you know what, I can do this, and I went and bought that ticket because Susan Beasley told me that you can. She said, why are you telling yourself that you can't do it? You know, again, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. And because I took massive action, and because I went to that event, and because I travelled across the world 11 hours, you know, it's not easy, but because I did that, I met David Wood. And you've seen the video. If you haven't seen the video, look for the video entitled What It Feels Like to Meet David Wood. And it's me giggling my tits off for the I was in a state of disbelief. Honestly, I love watching that video. It's one of my favourite videos, and it's got loads of really cool, funny comments on it now. It's like a comedy. All my videos are comedies because that's, you know, who doesn't like laughing? If you don't like laughing, something's wrong with you. But honestly, I like to try and be informative and amusing at the same time because people relate to that. I think, you know, I've got my handheld Steadicam going on here, and yeah, I just wanted to let you know because changing your mindset is really important because it will enable you to do things that you thought you couldn't do. And by getting out of your comfort zone and getting out there and doing it, you never know what's going to happen. I didn't know I was going to meet David Wood. I didn't know I was going to go and have coffee with him. And I certainly didn't know he was going to get his iPhone out of his pocket and film me. But he did. And I can't explain it. It's a law of attraction, but I mean, you know, at the time I was filming a video explaining the fact that I couldn't meet him because I got in the queue too late. And as I was walking around filming that and explaining that story, I walked into the hotel and there he was. I mean, that is just mad. But it happened because I took massive action and I shifted my mindset, and rather than telling myself I couldn't do something, through a chance conversation with Susan Beasley after the event, my mindset shifted. And it's they say at these events, the golden nuggets that you get is after, you know, not necessarily in the, you know, in the room itself. You know, no one told me to get a ticket in the room. It was just meeting someone, and as people were just packing up their stuff at the end of the day, you know, the guy doing the filming, he was just packing up his stuff. We actually filmed a few backstage bits and bobs. He was just packing up, and I just, you know, Chris and Susan were chatting. It was Paolo as well. Palio, and he said to me, "You're going to the next event, it's only the regionals." I went, "Oh man, I can't justify spending £500 on an airfare." I was like, "No, I'm not." And he went, "Oh man, your mindset's wrong." Susan said, man, Susan, you've no idea how grateful I am. Honestly, you have no idea what that, you know, 5-second conversation did, because magical things happened in Anaheim, absolutely magical things, and I'm so glad I got to document all of it. You know, even though my laptop was nicked by the person who did it. Wicked, I love you, you're brilliant, but you know, a lot of the stuff I'd already put on YouTube. There's some of it that was actually on the laptop that got nicked, but a lot of it was on YouTube, so luckily all the good stuff went on YouTube. And so look for the video called What It Feels Like to Meet David Wood. I might actually throw a link underneath this video for that video, because I've been sharing it around on YouTube and it's getting some good comments. And it's funny because it's one of the videos that I like to watch. I know it doesn't, I'm not trying to be big-headed or anything, But I like to watch it because when you're feeling down, no matter what it is in life you're doing, sometimes you just feel down, and everybody in the world needs something to lift them up, regardless of what that is. You know, some people might go out for a jog, some people might go and just go to the pub, some people might just go and ring someone or call someone or do something or go boxing or anything or whatever it is they do. You know, sometimes you just need something to lift you up. And I actually like listening to myself on that video because it makes me laugh. And if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? That's my top tip for today. Go and laugh at yourself because it's great. I love it. I've just bench pressed 60 kilos and I'm a bit knackered, but I'm going to go. I will speak to you, fine people of wherever it is you live, real soon, okay? I'm going to go out and make some more videos. I've got a really good video coming up later on today. Really good way of saving money. I've got a brilliant tip. And it's actually my best friend who spoke to me last night, and we were chatting about it. He went, "Why don't you make a video on it?" I went, "That's a great idea, I've never thought of that." So watch this space. Great money saving tips coming up. Alright, I'll speak to you soon. dansbigidea.com. You know the rest. See you later.